do I manage? That's a very good question. I think first and foremost, you have to be very organized because it's a one-man show. And when I say one-man show, on my level, I'm alone. I don't have a PA, and I'm still involved in all these businesses. I have to attend the board meetings, I have to attend the management meetings, I have to make decisions, I have to sign checks, I have to do all sorts of things. And I also manage a construction site for one of the businesses. So, organization is very important. Establishing priorities is very important. And I think where a lot of people make a mistake is they establish priorities based on their task. I establish priorities based on my responsibilities, not on my task. My tasks should be something I should be able to do very easily. But putting up a schedule based on my responsibilities, it's a very different cup of tea. That takes a lot of thinking, that takes a lot of work, and I always try to work ahead of time as much as possible. I think the other way is to always, not the other way, but the other element is about being responsible. And being responsible is a very simple concept about, you just flip it around, it's the ability to respond. So when you manage so many things, you have to be able to respond very quickly and very accurately, because that's just the nature of the beast. You cannot sit on things forever. It's chop chop. So either you use information, you use gut feeling, you use advice, but you need to move. That's why you see me with these two devices, and I tell you today, how do I manage? I manage from here. This is my most powerful computer. So again, leadership has changed because he has to come to a phone, which is also happen to be a computer, happens to be a calculator, happens to be everything. And on top of that, he manages the professional and the personal. Whoa, makes it even more exciting. I always say, I hope nobody finds it. So that's how I manage.
Then you say that.
And sorry. And make sure along the way, when things get tough, you make them fun. I think maturity has something to do with that. And if every little thing which happens to you bugs you down, then you won't go very far. If every little thing which happens to you, you don't sweat the small stuff and you really focus on the big stuff, you will see your life will change. Your production will change. Your ability to respond will change. Because if everything is important, then nothing is important. Not everything can be important. It's impossible. If you wake up in the morning and you say, everything today is important, I don't think you can make it to the end of the day. There is things which are just not important, you know, and you have to know, you need to know how to laugh about it. And the best way to laugh about it is when you are responsible. And that responsibility will trigger the ability you have to respond to that situation, to that context. I used to get very agitated in my old days. It's very difficult today because I just let it go. I just consider it's not necessary. And it's not a good reflection of my leadership. Because if I get angry, that means it had to be triggered somewhere at my level. Correct? So it's not a great reflection of leadership.